There's no doubt that India and Persia are the same people. They used to have the same Vedic customs. But between Cyrus's and Darius's reign, it all changed. And the Asuras, Ahura Mazda, and the Devas evil, Ahura Mazda good, Devas evil. So we know became opposite in their culture with the rise of Zoroaster. What's the reason for this sudden cultural shift? So, like I have said, yes, very good observations, Anmol. So, like I have said in previous episodes, the Persians are the Parshva people. They are the descendants of the Parshva clan of the Rigvedic Indians. There was this great battle, the battle of the 10 kings, and a great many of these clans were exiled. They lost the battle. They were thrown out of India. They were exiled westwards and northwards. So the Parshva people went and settled in present day Persia. The land Persia is derived from that word Parshva. So, like you say, there's no doubt that we are the same people. Uh, and these people were Hindus. I mean, if you call that religion and culture of that time Hinduism, then these original Persians were Hindus. And then at some time, this change happened. It happened because of the rise of this one person, Zoroaster. His name was Zarathustra. Zarathustra. The word ustra means camel in Sanskrit, and Zarath means either yellow or old. So Zarathustra means a guy who has either an old camel or a golden camel. Okay, so Zarathustra, he is the first known prophet of humanity, and Zoroastrianism is the first revealed religion. So he claimed that he had a revelation from the great god Ahura Mazda, and he revealed this new religion, which was basically an inversion of Hinduism. So the Devas became evil, and the Asuras or Ahuras became good. So in Zoroastrianism, the morality is inverted. Basically, the morality is the same, but the roles are inverted. So in Hinduism, the Asuras are considered to be somewhat evil, somewhat on the wrong side of good and evil, and the Devas are the ones who are virtuous. So in Zoroastrianism, they inverted this. So this was essentially a rebellion against the ancestral culture, against the old Hindu practices. So this is a genuine example of what a rebellion against Hinduism looks like. Buddhism is not a rebellion of any kind against Hinduism. Zoroastrianism is. So they inverted the roles of the Devas and the Asuras. So that's what happened. So this happened. We don't know exactly when Zarathustra was alive. We don't know when he was born. It was somewhere before 1000 BCE, maybe at the very dawn of the Hakshamanish dynasty, the Achaemenid dynasty. And Cyrus, Darius were all Zoroastrians. They wrote about in their inscriptions the greatness of Ahura Mazda, etc. So the reason for this cultural shift is the emergence of Zoroaster, of Zarathustra, and for some reason his teachings and preachings were for some reason adopted very widely. We don't know what happened. It's all lost in the myths of time. I think Zarathustra was born in Bahlika, Balkh perhaps, present day Afghanistan, that time Western India. So we don't know what caused this to be so quickly widely adopted throughout the Parshva region, but it happened, and so the roles were inverted. And that Zoroastrianism, even though it has the same traditions, the same language, and the same origins as the other Vedic customs, it was actually an act of rebelling against the old ancestral culture of the Parshva people. So that's what we know about it. Zoroastrian people today exist mostly in India, right? Some do live in Persia, but they are very badly oppressed and marginalized, so they had to escape to India. So it was a long journey, a full circle. They came back to the land of their origin, and that's where the majority of Parsees or Zoroastrians still live today. So it's an interesting episode of our ancient shared history between India and Persia.